Have you ever wondered what separates a good boss from a truly great leader? Is it something you're born with, or can you actually learn to be one? The answer might surprise you. Great leadership isn't about a title or a corner office. It's about a specific set of traits, skills, and behaviors that inspire people to do their best work. And the good news: these are things anyone can develop. So, if you've ever aspired to lead a team, a project, or even just inspire those around you, stick around. We're about to break down the 7 essential traits that define truly exceptional leaders. Let's find out if you've got what it takes. First up, let's talk about the foundation of all leadership: integrity. This is non-negotiable. Integrity is about being honest and having strong moral principles. It's the consistency between what you say and what you do. A leader with integrity doesn't just talk about company values. They live team every single day. They're transparent, even when the news is bad. They take responsibility for their mistakes, instead of blaming others. This is how you build trust. When your team trusts you, they know you have their back. They feel safe to take risks, to innovate, and to be honest themselves. Think about it. Would you follow someone you couldn't trust? Of course not. Integrity is the bedrock upon which everything else is built. It's not just about avoiding what's wrong. It's about actively choosing what's right, especially when no one is watching. The second trait is one you might not expect: humility. True leadership isn't about having the biggest ego in the room. In fact, it's the opposite. Humble leaders understand they don't have all the answers. They're open to feedback. They actively listen to their team's ideas, and they're quick to give credit where it's due. This isn't weakness. It's a profound strength. When a leader is humble, it creates an environment where everyone feels valued and empowered to contribute. They're more focused on the team's success than their own personal glory. They ask questions like, "What do you think?" or "How can I support you better?" This approach fosters collaboration and makes people feel like they're part of something bigger than themselves. A humble leader lifts others up, and in doing so, they elevate the entire team. Next, we have vision. A great leader is a visionary. They don't just manage the day-to-day tasks. They see the bigger picture. They have a clear, compelling idea of where the team or organization is going and, just as importantly, why it matters. But having a vision is only half the battle. The real skill is in communicating that vision in a way that ignites passion and excitement in others. They paint a picture of the future that makes people want to be a part of it. A leader with a strong vision can articulate the what and the why so clearly that it provides direction and purpose. It's the North Star that guides the team through challenges and keeps everyone focused on the same goal. When people understand the destination and believe in the journey, they're motivated to overcome any obstacle along the way. The fourth essential trait is empathy. This is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. In a leadership context, it means genuinely caring about your team members as individuals, not just as workers. An empathetic leader takes the time to understand their team's perspectives, challenges, and motivations. They notice when someone is struggling and offer support, not judgment. They celebrate personal wins and are understanding during tough times. Empathy builds strong, personal connections and fosters a culture of psychological safety. When team members feel seen, heard, and understood, their loyalty and engagement skyrocket. It's about connecting on a human level. Remember, you're leading people, not robots. A little compassion goes a long way in building a resilient and dedicated team. Coming in at number 5 is courage. Leadership is often about making tough decisions, and that requires courage. This isn't about being fearless. It's about acting despite your fear. Courageous leaders are willing to take calculated risks, challenge the status quo, and stand up for what they believe in, even when it's unpopular. They're the ones who have difficult conversations when needed, who make the hard calls for the greater good of the team, and who aren't afraid to innovate and potentially fail. They create a fail-forward culture where mistakes are seen as learning opportunities. This courage is contagious. When a team sees their leader acting bravely, it empowers them to be bold and step outside their own comfort zones. True progress rarely happens in the safety of the familiar. Our sixth trait is resilience. Let's be real. Leadership is not always smooth sailing. There will be setbacks, failures, and crises. A resilient leader is one who can bounce back from adversity, stay calm under pressure, and maintain a positive outlook. They don't crumble when things go wrong. Instead, they see challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. They model a steady hand, which provides a sense of stability and security for the entire team. When the team hits a rough patch, a resilient leader is the anchor that keeps everyone grounded. They acknowledge the difficulty without dwelling on it, and then they immediately focus on finding solutions and moving forward. This ability to navigate turbulence with grace and determination is what separates great leaders from the rest. And finally, the seventh trait, the ability to empower others. Perhaps the most defining characteristic of a great leader is that they don't create followers. They create other leaders. They're not interested in micromanaging or hoarding control. Instead, they focus on empowering their team members. They delegate responsibility, provide the resources and autonomy people need to succeed, and trust their team to do their jobs well. They are mentors and coaches, investing time in developing the skills and confidence of each person. An empowering leader finds joy in seeing others grow and achieve their full potential. They understand that the team's collective success is far more powerful than any individual accomplishment. When you empower your people, you unlock their creativity, boost their morale, and build a team that is capable, confident, and so there you have it. The 7 essential traits of great leaders: integrity, humility, vision, empathy, courage, resilience, and the ability to empower others. As you can see, leadership is less about authority and more about influence and character. It's about how you show up every day and how you make others feel. The journey to becoming a great leader is a continuous one. It requires self-awareness, practice, and a genuine desire to serve others. Take a moment to reflect on these traits. Which ones do you already possess? Which ones could you work on? The path to exceptional leadership is open to anyone willing to walk it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this breakdown was helpful for you. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on leadership and personal development. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Which leadership trait do you think is the most important and why? Let's start a conversation. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.